lost in the noise, seeking the light. Echoes of ages, shining so bright. Welcome to ancient wisdom, stories anew. Wisdom for me and wisdom for you.
The water-bearer's task, finding calm in the present moment, a parable. In an ancient land of rolling hills and storied villages, there lived a young scholar named Jesse. Though he delved deep into scrolls and teachings, his mind knew no rest. He was forever analyzing, dwelling on mistakes of the past, and fretting over the uncertainties of the future. His thoughts were like a cluttered marketplace, and peace was a guest that never stayed. One day word reached Jesse of a venerable sage, Rabbi Baruch, who resided in a quiet dwelling far from the daily clamor. A man said to hold the understanding of how to find true serenity of the soul. Moved by a deep yearning, Jesse resolved to seek out this master of inner calm. After a long and wearying journey, he arrived at the rabbi's simple home, its stones weathered by time, a sense of profound stillness in the air around it. He found Rabbi Baruch in a tranquil courtyard, his eyes reflecting a deep, abiding peace. Jesse bowed low. "Rabbi," he began, his voice earnest, "I have traveled far to seek your guidance. My mind is a torrent of restless thoughts, and I long for stillness within. Can you teach me the way to quiet my spirit?" Rabbi Baruch looked upon Jesse with a gentle smile, his eyes kind. "Quiet your spirit, you ask? Very well, I will show you a way," he replied. He led Jesse to the center of the courtyard, where a large stone cistern stood, filled to the brim with cool, clear water. Beside it was a much smaller clay pitcher. The rabbi handed Jesse a simple wooden ladle. "Your task, Jesse," he said, his voice soft but clear, "is to empty this large cistern. You are to transfer all its water into this small pitcher, using only this ladle, and you must not spill a single drop." Jesse looked from the vast cistern to the small pitcher, a furrow of doubt creasing his brow. How could all that water possibly fit into such a small vessel? The task seemed impossible, designed to frustrate. Yet, with a nod of acceptance, he began. He dipped the ladle into the cistern, carefully pouring water into the pitcher. Hour after hour he toiled, scooping and pouring, scooping and pouring. But the level of water in the cistern seemed barely to diminish, while the small pitcher, if he wasn't exceedingly careful, would quickly overflow, forcing him to pour water back or onto the parched ground, which he was told not to do. Frustration gnawed at him. His mind, already restless, became a storm of self-reproach and anxiety. "This is pointless," it screamed. "It cannot be done." Rabbi Baruch observed Jesse's struggle with patient compassion. He approached and placed a calming hand on the young man's shoulder. "Jesse," he said gently, "you strive with all your might to empty the cistern, but you have overlooked the first and most vital step. To truly accomplish this task, you must first learn to quiet your own heart." Jesse looked up, his eyes clouded with confusion. "But how, Rabbi? How do I quiet my heart when it is so full of turmoil?" The rabbi's smile was like a warm ray of sun. "Let go, Jesse, of your fears and your striving for the end result," he advised. "Do not wrestle with the entirety of the task in your mind. Instead, bring your whole being, your eyes, your hands, your breath, to each single movement of the ladle. Focus only on the water as it fills the ladle as it leaves the ladle, as it enters the pitcher. Be fully present with this one action, this one moment. The rest will unfold as it is meant to. Jesse took a deep, steadying breath. He released his desperate urge to see the cistern empty. He let go of his frustration. He began again. But this time, his attention was solely on the ladle in his hand, the feel of the cool water, the sound it made as it poured. He focused on each individual scoop as if it were the only thing that existed. Gradually, a sense of calm descended over him. His movements became smooth, unhurried, almost rhythmic. His mind, once a raging sea, became still and clear. And as Jesse quieted his heart, a remarkable thing seemed to happen. The water flowed from the ladle to the pitcher with an easy grace. He found a rhythm where the pitcher was filled and emptied appropriately. The level in the cistern began to drop steadily, surely. Finally, with a peaceful heart, Jesse poured the last ladleful. The great cistern was empty. He turned to Rabbi Baruch, his face alight with a wonder and a gratitude that needed no words. "Jesse," Rabbi Baruch said with a gentle smile, "when you quiet your heart and give your full attention to the task before you, as if serving the eternal, you make room for clarity and grace. Peace doesn't come from an empty mind, but from a heart fully present." From that day on, Jesse carried those words like a quiet flame, returning to them whenever he sought peace.